For improved system performance, long-term financial returns, and less risk on your PV projects, look to the proven performance of DuPont Materials and Solutions.
Hello and welcome to this week's PV Tech Newscast. Coming up, module manufacturer Sovello files for insolvency, Conergy's outlook for 2012 is cautiously positive, and Aleo Solar profits from a surge in demand in Q1 2012 in Germany. The industry has yet another victim of the so-called solar shakeout, with bad news for Germany-based Sevel, which has been brought down by competition from China and drastic feed-in tariff cuts by the German government. The module manufacturer announced it has filed for insolvency in self-administration at the district court in Dessau. This very same court handled proceedings for Q-Cells last month and SIG's thin film firm Odersun. The board of directors at Sovello is to be advised on plans for recovery by a team at the international commercial law firm Taylor Wessing, led by Dr. Matthias Kampschoff. Dr. Rainer Bütel, CEO at Sovello, stressed that they would work constructively with Dessau in order to preserve all options for redevelopment. According to a report released by Bloomberg New Energy Finance, the price of polysilicon is continuing its downward march, dropping by 2.6% last week. The material's average spot price was $23.17 per kilo last week, compared to $23.78 the week before. The report also said that the price is down around 15% this year. Conergy has published figures for the first quarter of the year, highlighting the results of the restructuring process implemented in 2011. The sales development reflects the 40% decrease in prices in the first quarter compared to 2011. Sales in the quarter of 2012 were €98 million compared to €163 million in the same period last year. Although the German, Asian and American markets increased, shipment volumes in Europe generally decreased, resulting in a decline in shipments from 80 megawatt to 70 megawatt. Conergy managed to increase shipments in the American and Asian markets by 2%. The company was able to balance the decline in demand in Germany by taking advantage of the temporary boom in the market, and they received sales of €29 million compared to €34 million last year. Conergy said that the restructuring measures currently in place have allowed for a bit of cautious optimism, and the company hopes they can achieve the goals they've set. Staying with financials, Aleo Solar has announced a revenue of €74.6 million in the first quarter of 2012. The company has attributed the surge in demand to the continued discussions surrounding the EEG amendment, which increased revenue in Germany. But the international business side was still considerably weaker compared to the same quarter last year, showing a 14.6% decrease. NPD Solarbuzz's PV Market Quarterly reports that solar PV demand during the second half of 2012 will see increasing contributions from emerging markets in North America and Asia Pacific. New research shows 60% of PV demand will come from these non-European regions. The report demonstrates that while 50% of global demand during the second half of last year came from Germany and Italy, 54% of demand in the final quarter of last year is forecast to come from China, India, Japan and the US. However, the industry should take care not to underestimate the European market. In 2012, major European markets will continue to be impacted by severe tightening of incentive policies and financing restrictions, such as Germany's and Italy's tariff adjustments. And NPD Solarbuzz predicts that the German and Italian markets are likely to benefit strongly from advancement effects and transition phases. And finally, Korean cell manufacturer Shinsung Solar Energy has achieved a 20.03% efficiency rate for its crystalline solar cell by using next-generation laser-doped selective emitter technology. Fraunhofer ISE has verified the efficiency rating of the cell, which uses a 6-inch P-type Krowalski wafer. Shinsung had already achieved an efficiency rate of 19.6% in 2010 by use of the same LDSE technology. Well, that's your roundup for this week. Thanks for watching and keep up to date via Twitter and the website pv-tech.org. Thanks for watching.